Yeah, 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 yeah. Mystic Matt turned fives to stacks. Harley King bets rolling like tracks. Doubters gonna hate, but the cheddar's fat. UFC nights turning pennies to racks. Spread too wide, Vegas holding the breath. Pots of parlays betting like nothing left. Pull the underdog moves like a chess grandmaster. Break the bank, they'll respect you faster. Cheddar change, mystic rearrange. Dollar bills from change, bets ain't strange. Critics might scoff, they don't know the range. Mystic Matt cashing in, pocket feels strange. $5, $10, pocket rocket. Fight night knowledge, stacking ticket. Vegas odds shaking, they can pick it. Mystic Matt, every win a ticket. Cash coming in, steady river flow. Count it out, often doubters laying low. Parlay stacked, high pro, gamma show. Mystic's foresight, bets overflow. Cheddar change, mystic rearrange. Dollar bills from change, bets ain't strange. Critics might scoff, they don't know the range. Mystic Matt cashing in, pocket feels strange. Cheddar change, mystic rearrange.
Yes. What's going on, everyone? It's Friday. The green lights are on, and we got a UFC fight week early in the morning. It's time for a change to Cheddar over here on the Golden Octagon. And I don't know how else to say it besides we've been rolling these past few weeks. 2 solid weeks in a row that we definitely cashed out. So if you've been telling, you've been making some money. If you've been fading me, I'm sorry. I've been doing all right. Shout out UFC Nashville. The fight card that this main event should have originally taken place on. I bought my ticket to see this main event happening tomorrow. And then about 3 or 4 days later, it was scrapped and Corey Sandhagen versus Rob Font was put together. So I went to Nashville to see this current fight this weekend and was given Rob Font versus Corey Sandhagen. So I'm upset, but I'm excited for this weekend. I think I've got some decent reads. I'm kind of all in on a few dogs. So if they don't come through for me, I'm going to be SOL. But hey, that's what happens when you bet on fights. You're either going to be right or wrong, and at the end of the day, it's a fist fight, and anything can happen. So let me let you guys know what to look forward to on today's show. So we are going to go through every single one of the fights, prelims to main card. I'm going to give you my final reads on the cards, give you my picks. If I have any bets, I'll let you know. Either there or right. Or wow, I didn't mean to put that as a ticker. Wow, I'm an idiot here. Let me change that real quick. And then next we will go over the bets and the parlays that I have, a couple from throughout the week from the podcast, and a couple that I threw together today, hoping to win us some cheddar this weekend. And lastly, we got the weekly Predict the Fight game for the members over here on the channel. I'll show you guys the prize, and yeah, I'll let you guys know what the fight is. But before we do that, let's shout out the chat real quick. Up first, we got Tank Niner. I'm going to try and stay up. Yeah, this was probably 7:16, 3 hours ago. I'm not sure if you're still up, Tank Niner, but I appreciate the comment, brother. I appreciate you stopping by. If not, I'm sure you'll watch it back, my guy. We got Austin. What's up, everyone? Happy Friday. What's going on, Austin? Miller, Tom Boy, says Riley. Whoever was working that camera video in terms of Nunchuck on Dana's IG deserves a shot of the night bonus. I have no comment on that, Dave. AKA going in dumb Chuck Nerd. I'm just gonna pop these up. I'm not gonna read these. My girlfriend's gonna be mad at me if she watches this. I'm just gonna laugh at your guys' comments. Okay, Gym Card Collecting, Matt, the MMA guy. This past weekend, I was on Gym Card Collecting. Hopefully, it continues to this weekend. We got Riley saying, "Go to your happy place, happy." Oh my goodness, the Happy Gilmore references. You guys, we got Daniel Aker in here with the LFG. What's going on, y'all? All right, we are through the comments. So with that being said, let's get this up on the screen. I'm not sure if I'll leave this up on the screen. Probably not, because it's going to block the screenshots that I have to show you guys. But it's okay. It'll stay up for a few seconds. So up first fight of the night is going to none other than Dennis Tululin taking on Cedriquez Dumas. SD, the Reaper, is the favorite. Cedriquez Dumas minus 230. The dog here is Dennis Tululin. When I took these screenshots, he was plus 190. The over-under on DraftKings, at least, was set at 1.5. The over was minus 165. The under was plus 130. Yeah, I think I might. I don't know. I don't think Cedriquez Dumas is the best fighter. I don't know. I don't think he's that good. I think he's just an athletic guy that's okay. You know, he kind of found something that he was good at, but I don't think he's the best fighter. I don't think he's going to continue to win fights in the UFC. He's probably going to lose a few and then get cut because he's just not a good fighter. Let's be honest. But yeah, if I have a read here, I would say the over 1.5. I don't hate that. As a solid parlay piece, minus 165. But to be honest, gun to my head here, who's winning this fight? Give me Dennis Tululin to win this fight via decision. Probably shouldn't bet it, but it is like plus 600. I don't hate it. So we'll see if you guys got anything to say about the first fight of the night. We've got Soapy Suds. So keen for tomorrow's card, but 5 a.m. main card start for me. Jeez, man, I'm sorry. Here on the East Coast, I think it's going to start at noon in the U.S. Taking the dog all day in this one. I am with Tululin as well. Pulled an Umar 1 of 10 future stars auto yesterday. Now I'm conflicted because I was rooting for Sandhagen. Either way, you'll be happy, brother. Look at it like that. Fighter removed, sent to prison. It wouldn't surprise me, Dave. It wouldn't surprise me. So I am going Dennis Tululin, but with absolutely no confidence on this fight. I just don't think Cedriquez is the best fighter in the world. So we will move on to the next one, where one I do have some reads on. And yeah, we have Jai, the Black Country Banger Herbert, taking on Rolando Bedoya. Moving down from 170, Rolando Bedoya. Going to be an interesting fight. The favorite, or when I took the screenshots and everything like this morning, the favorite was Jai Herbert, minus 130. The dog was Rolando Bedoya at plus 110. Let me give you guys some updated odds, because I know this thing has been changing a lot this week. So the over-under probably still set at 2.5, and the over minus 188. The under is plus 145. Currently, odds are minus 120 Jai Herbert and plus 102 Rolando Bedoya. So they've even changed since the weigh-ins earlier. And I agree, Rolando Bedoya looks great down at 155, and Jai Herbert's a tall 155er, and he's got maybe a couple inches on Rolando Bedoya, but Jai Herbert, an older guy, we've seen that his chin isn't the best in the world. Takedown defense is absolutely ass too. I don't even think this goes there. I just think we see Jai Herbert on his back foot the whole time, and we see Rolando pressuring him, boxing him up, and we either see a late finish from Rolando Bedoya. I'm saying late second, early third, preferably early third round, or we're seeing a Rolando Bedoya decision. So give me the dog, Rolando Bedoya. Odds are closing in currently plus 102. But yeah, let me pull up the two props on this that I don't mind. If you want to bet Rolando Bedoya, 3 or decision, it's plus 220. I don't hate that. Or if you want to get tricky, the Rolando Bedoya KO props on FanDuel, Rolando Bedoya KO 2 or 3 is plus 800. I don't hate either one of those, and I think I might have one of those in a parlay later on, or a couple of those in a parlay later on. So my official pick for this fight right here is going to be Rolando Bedoya, 3rd round KO. Yeah, I think he is going to just beat up Jai Herbert until he can't take it anymore, and he's going to fold him. All right, so we'll move on to the next one, where I do have a strong opinion on. Maybe right, maybe wrong. We'll find out. We have what is this? We have, why am I forgetting her first name? Is it Victoria Dudakova? Yeah, Victoria Dudakova taking on Sam Hughes. I know why I forgot her first name, because I call her Staff Hole. That's why. But she made it to the scale. We'll see if she can actually make it to the fight tomorrow night. She is the favorite, minus 170 for Victoria Dudakova. The dog is plus 140. Sam Hughes. The over-under on this fight is absolutely god awful. You can't even do anything with it. 2.5 minus 440 for the over, or 445. The under is plus 310. Yeah. Could this go under? Yeah, if Victoria Dudakova gasses. However, I don't know. I am in the feeling that Sam Page is able to kind of start taking over in the second round in this fight, because Victoria Dudakova comes out strong, but what does she look like off her back? We really haven't seen her. Well, actually, we did against Jinu Fry, and she looked like shit. So, yeah, I like Sam Page to win this fight. I'm going to be honest. And the prop that I really like is Sam Hughes 3 or decision at plus 185. She's already the dog, plus 142 currently. But if you take her 3 or decision, it's almost plus 200, and I don't hate that. So, yeah. Do I see if it's a finish? It's going to be in the 3rd round from Sam Page, because Victoria Dudakova just gassed out. Yeah, I'm going to say Sam Hughes wins this fight via decision. And for that to happen, Sam Page via decision is plus 210. But I'm telling you, that 3 or decision will be worth it, because if Victoria Dudakova gasses, there's a chance Sam Page finishes her. Shout out to, I have no idea how to read that, man. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm not sure. Yeah, but what are the options for Sam Page if she wins? By decision. Sam Page by decision. Yeah, all right. So we'll move on to the next one, being Guram Kutateladze taking on Jordan Vucinic, UFC newcomer Jordan Vucinic, up a weight class on short notice and fought not too long ago, 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Currently, odds for this fight minus 230 for Guram Kutateladze and plus 190 for Jordan Vucinic. So it has changed a little bit since this morning. But yeah, for me, this is a spot where I need to see. I don't believe these Cage Warriors guys. I think they have terrible takedown defense. And unless they fight other Cage Warriors guys, they seem to lose their first fight in the UFC. So I'm going to ride with the trend that's been happening. Give me Guram Kutateladze to win this fight via decision. Just out wrestling him all 3 rounds. Yeah, Guram by points plus 125. But to be honest, you should probably just throw Guram in a parlay and just let that shit ride. I'm going Guram via decision. Here we go. Neither do I. His name is Roman. His channel. Okay, got you. What's up, gents? Long time no see. What's going on, Jay Wolf? Glad to see you in here tonight, my guy. So we'll move on to the next one, being Shamil Gaziv taking on Don't Bet Lord Kong Dontel Mays. His name tells you. Just take off the last 3 letters of his first name, and his name is Don't. And that lets you know don't. Just don't. That's how you bet Dontel Mays. You don't. Because he's gonna screw you over no matter how you do. So yeah, I'm surprised the over-under on this is 2.5. Over-under, as I said, 2.5. Over plus 130, under minus 165. Makes sense, but I'm surprised it's not way worse. I do have the under in a few parlays or something like it. The favorite here, Shamil Gaziv, minus 270, or currently minus 300 on FanDuel. Dontel Mays plus 220, or currently plus 245 on DraftKings. Yeah, as I said, I'm surprised that this over is 2.5 and it's still in the minus 1 something. I think Shamil Gaziv probably goes out there and finishes Lord Kong in the first round. He's either going to knock him out. Yeah, let's be honest. It's probably going to look something like the Martin Buday fight. Let's be honest, because have you ever seen when Dontel Mays gets hit? He kind of like shies away. Like he's like, I don't like that. And dude, this giant Russian blob of a man, this volleyball player, he's got some hands. So yeah, give me Shamil Gaziv to go out there and box up Dontel Mays. Maybe take him down. And if he does, vicious ground and pound incoming. Give me round 1 knockout for Shamil Gaziv against Lord Kong Dontel Mays here. Please don't bet on Dontel Mays. Here we go. Here we go. Did you guys already talk share? Not yet, brother. We are getting there. Longboard have a booth. Sleepy boy, right? Genuine question. You don't see Gaziv's body type being an issue. I'm with you on them, but the face-offs made me nervous. Yeah, Jay Wolf, if you watch the podcast, dude, I will let you know, dude, he gives everything he's got, dude. So even when he wins, it like on the Contender Series fight was the funniest thing in the world to me personally. Because he fought, the fight was like 7 minutes long. Shit, it may not have went out of the first round, but you know, the fight happens. And then he goes right over to to Laura Sanko for the interview. He's so out of breath that he can't talk during the interview. Well, I was like, all right, well, that guy's cardio is ass. Dana then announces all the winners. All the people talk. He comes back. The last one comes back. And the dude is still out of breath. He has the worst cardio. But that round 1 is a problem. And let's not pretend Dontel Mays is a good fighter. He's going to walk in there like he just woke up from a nap. Like he can't wait to go back and finish that nap that you woke him up from. And he's going to go out there and just not do anything. He's just a bad fighter. And I don't know why he's in the UFC, to be honest. He's not good. So Shamil Gaziv, round 1 knockout for me is where I'm going there, Jay Wolf. Here we go. I grabbed Gaziv by sober KO for like 1. Yeah, he should finish him. Yeah, he goes all out round 1. But and if he doesn't get that first round finish, what all does he have left in the tank? That's why I don't mind that under 2.5. With you, brother. Congrats on a huge win last week. Haven't told you yet. It's all right, Jay Wolf. I appreciate it, dude. And at the end of the day, we can all have our different reads, dude. It's a fist fight, man. I wish we could all be right 100% of the time, because then we would all just be cashing in all the time. But unfortunately, it don't roll that way, man. It don't roll that way. I don't know what you bet on, but I'm not going to the casino for another hour, so this is going to be helpful. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. That's what's up. I actually went earlier to my local Rivers Casino. I'm hoping I can smack their heads again this weekend. I won for like 500 last weekend from $10, or I think from 25. So hopefully I can do it again this weekend. But we'll move on to the next one, being Muhammad Yahya taking on Caio Fernandez, one of the two. I'm not sure. But currently odds for this fight, the dog is Muhammad Yahya at plus 315. It was so it has changed a little bit since earlier, and Caio Fernandez minus 400, still about the same as it was earlier. The over under on this fight is 1.5, minus 160 for the over, and plus 125 for the under. This one's a little hard for me to read because, man, Muhammad Yahya's just takedown defense is just terrible. We saw Trevor, I'm a fan of my guy, Trevor Peak. He's a hell of a fighter, but let's be honest, I wouldn't consider him to be a wrestler, and he was just able to take down and control Muhammad Yahya with ease, and that's just not a good look. On the other hand, Caio Fernandez looked pretty good in his last fight, and he fuck, now I'm thinking who was it on short notice that he had to take? I watched it earlier. Now I'm blanking. Who did he fight last? It was Mark Diakase. That's what it was. And Mark Diakase. He just wrestled him, and he just kind of set on him. And, just not the best look in the world. But flip now. I see why the odds are what they are. Do I agree with them? No. Do I feel like they should be closer? Yes. But Muhammad Yahya's takedown defense is bad, and he doesn't look like he has the best ground game. As for Caio Fernandez, didn't look bad against Mark Diakase, especially on the feet. And he just got sat on when he got taken to the ground. However, he is a black belt, so therefore, I believe at some point Caio Fernandez gets Muhammad Yahya to the ground, and we see Caio Fernandez via submission. And man, that prop right now is, I think, plus 300. Caio Fernandez via submission is plus 300. I'm surprised that's plus 300. I don't mind that at all. I also don't mind the over 1.5 at minus 160 for a solid parlay piece. But I'm going Caio Fernandez round 2 submission in this fight here. We'll see what happens. Diakase. We got Yahya equals Chiesa equals stats. They do look alike, man. They do kind of look alike. So we'll move on to the next one, being Azamat Murzakanov taking on Atomic Alonzo Minifield. So Azamat Murzakanov, the professional, is minus 220, your favorite, and Alonzo Minifield plus 180, your dog. The over-under on this is set at 1.5, over minus 160, under plus 125. I don't feel great about this fight. Gonna be honest. I don't know why. I don't have a lean. I picked Azamat to win this fight, but I don't know. I feel like this undefeated guy, eventually he's going to slip up, and it wouldn't be the first time I've seen Atomic Alonzo end up knocking someone's block off. But I don't know. I don't know here. I don't feel great about it. Yeah, I don't mind the over at minus 160 because when Azamat mostly gets his finishes in the third round for the most part. So play for this. Azamat, I'm just going to pick him to win, and I don't mind the over. Possibly 3 or decision. Let's see what Azamat 3 or decision is. What is that? Azamat 3 or decision is plus 210. Could it happen? Yeah, but Alonzo Minifield just got knocked out like a month ago too, so I don't know how his chin is. We'll find out tomorrow. I'm going Azamat via decision. Don't feel great about it. Probably not going to have that in a bet. If I do, it'll just be Azamat or either like start round 2 or something like that. We'll move on to the next one, being Joel Alvarez taking on Elvis Brenner. This is another one that I am invested on a lot this week. This should be fun. The favorite, minus 165, Joel Alvarez, and the underdog is plus 140 in Elvis Brenner. The over-under on this is set at 1.5, over minus 160, under plus 125. Yeah, this is one where I like the over, but I also like the fight to not go the distance either. The play that I personally like for this is the Elvis Brenner late props. Excuse me, had to grab a drink real quick. For this fight, it's just we're gonna see Joel Alvarez early, round 1, do his thing, but if he don't get his guy out of there in the first round, he kind of gasses, and we know what kind of absolute dog Elvis Brenner is. If you hurt him, you better get him out of there early, because if you don't, the dude is coming round 2 and round 3 with absolute furiosity. So my play for this, I'm invested probably more than I would like to be in this, but Elvis Brenner KO 2 or 3 props is currently plus 1,000 on FanDuel. But I also don't hate the Elvis Brenner 3 or decision at plus 250, because at the end of the day, what I'm seeing is Elvis Brenner round 3 knockout. I'm saying round 1, pretty tough. Joel Alvarez kind of piecing up Elvis Brenner in the first round and maybe the first minute of that second round. But once the 4-minute mark hits in round 2, I'm imagining Elvis Brenner just starting to just maybe be bleeding a little bit, smiling, walking forward, and just throwing hooks at Joel Alvarez to the body, over the top, overhand left hook, a nasty combination that he throws. So I'm saying we're going to see a late, let's just say 3 minutes into round 3, knockout for Elvis Brenner. At least that's what I'm hoping. So Elvis Brenner round 3 knockout is the way I'm going here. But also don't hate the fight to not go the distance in a parlay piece at minus 200. Not the worst parlay piece ever. Let's see what you guys got to say about this fight. We got Stephen Ewell loving some Elvis. Yeah, I do love me some Elvis Brenner, man. Man has Thunderdome style of fighting. Yeah, he's so fun to watch. Just comes forward and absolutely throws. And if you hurt him and don't finish him, good fucking luck. All right, guys. I'm gonna need you to stay with me with it for this next one. All right. I'm gonna pop it up on the screen, but I'm gonna need you to listen to what I'm saying, because you may be slightly visually distracted, but I'm forewarning you now. Up next, we have Mackenzie Dern taking on Lupita Lupi Godinez, and I do love me some Lupi Godinez, but who doesn't love them some Mackenzie Dern? In the famous words of Bobby King Green, sheesh. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. The over under on this fight is 2.5. Over minus 250, under plus 190. Mackenzie Dern is the favorite, minus 115. But Lupi Godinez right there at minus 105. Currently, odds for this fight are minus 120 Mackenzie Dern and plus 102 for Lupi Godinez. So it looks like it has maybe swung back the other way. Odds were far apart, or not too far apart earlier in the week, but they were like plus money for Lupi, came together and maybe starting to go back apart now. But yeah, I'm going to continue to say what I said all week. I love Mackenzie Dern. Who doesn't love Mackenzie Dern? When she gets you down, it's a wrap. Game over. I'm sorry I'm not as visually appealing as the last thing that was on your screen. However, yeah, she doesn't have the best ways to get the fight to the ground. And we've seen Lupi defend very well in her last fight against everything Verna had. Yeah, and Loopy's got fantastic wrestling. That includes takedown defense as well. So give me Loopy Godinez to sprawl and brawl throughout this entire fight, stuff the takedowns, and unfortunately box up Mackenzie Dern. Are we going to see a titty punch KO? I don't know, possibly, but give me Loopy Godinez to win this fight via decision. But I also don't hate this fight to go to decision or the over 2.5 in this fight. So, but I am probably one of Loopy Godinez's number one fans as well. Let's see what you guys got to say here. We got Steve. Steven's going Dern. We got Riley with the hubba bubba. SB. Oh, God. The golden scissors fight. This ain't even a good angle. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I know that thing is back there. We got Kenneth. Sorry I'm late. Let's get this money tomorrow. I appreciate you, Kenneth. You are too kind, my brother. Appreciate the donation. And yeah, and good luck to you, my guy. Hopefully some of the reads that I have tonight, you will be able to make some money with tomorrow, Ken. I appreciate it. Riley, you animal. I DM'd Loopy after one of her losses and told her to keep her head up, and she hearted my message. That's why she has my pick here. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. All right. I'm not. If they miss weight, Steve, that's probably a solid telltale sign if they're on their cycle is if they miss weight. Yeah, here we go. So we'll move on to the heartbreaker of the evening, or it may not be. We'll find out. We'll find out. We've got El Kukui, Tony Ferguson taking on the Maverick, Michael Chiesa. What do I even say here? Wait. Yeah, there it is. The favorite is Michael Chiesa at -600. The dog, Tony Ferguson, plus 440, currently plus 450 on FanDuel, over under 2.5. The over the over is -120, the under -110. Yeah. Don't bet on this fight. Please don't bet on this fight. That being said, I do have a bet on Tony Ferguson by submission because the odds are absolutely nuts. Currently Tony Ferguson to just win by submission is plus 1,000. So at my local Rivers Casino that I went over there and put the money in the little machine, I did parlay up Tony Ferguson with one other thing that I don't really think is going to happen, but it's his method to victory, and we'll get to that. So don't bet on this fight. Do as I say. Don't do as I do. Don't bet on this fight. But give me Tony Ferguson one last time. The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight rising one last time. Defeating Michael Chiesa the way that he always loses via Darce choke. The Dark Knight is going to rise one last time. We're going to see Tony sink up that Darce choke, and he's going to ride off into the sunset, hoping. But we all know if he wins, he for sure ain't retiring after this fight. Please don't bet on this fight, but I am going Tony to win this fight. But, I mean, how can you even bet Michael Chiesa at -600? I mean, how? I don't know. Yeah. There we go, Dave. I'm with you, Dave. Steve, there we go. Darce choke. I got you. There we go. We are on it. What are the odds of Mike's loses by Dart? It'd be wild, dude. I mean, we're all saying it. So all we need now is for it to happen. We're just speaking it into existence. The Dark Knight gonna rise one last time, baby. Please retire after, Tony. I agree, Dave. Please retire after. So we'll move on to the feature fight of the night, being Dos Guerra, Davison Figueroa taking on Marlon Cheeto Vera. And yeah, I don't understand the odds in this fight. All week I've been on the Cheeto side. Plus 120 the dog for Cheeto, minus 140 the favorite for Davison Figueroa. Over under 2.5, over minus 300, under plus 220. Let me see. Currently minus 116 Cheeto. I'm sorry. Currently plus 116 Cheeto and minus 136 for Davidson. So still basically about the same thing. Yeah, I just don't see how. We've seen Figgy fight Rob Font and Cody Garbrandt. That's not Cheeto. That's not Cheeto. I don't. Yeah, I think Figgy needs to hurt his opponents to do what he wants to. And down at 125, he was able to do that, or he was just a weight bully. He was able to hurt them on the feet, take them down, and do whatever he wanted to, or just continue to blast them on the feet. At 135, this is going to be the first fighter that he's going to be taking on that isn't, with all due respect, that isn't chinny. Because Rob Font's chinny, Cody's chinny, and Cheeto is the farthest thing from chinny. So I'm on the dog here. I'm on Cheeto. Cheeto at plus 120, I don't hate. When you start playing with the props, it's going to get a little iffy, because we don't know how's Davidson going to act when he fights how's he going to react when he's getting hit by someone in the top 5 at 135? I don't know. I don't hate Marlon Cheeto Vera 3-or decision at plus 240, but I'm not convinced Marlon's I'm not convinced Cheeto's not going to finish Davidson. Yeah, if there's a finish here, I think Cheeto finishes Figgy. But yeah, for me, give me the plus 240 prop, Cheeto Vera 3-or decision, and let's say Cheeto wins this fight via decision. That's what I'm going with. There we go. Here we go. Let's see. Here we go. LFJ. Degens to the max. Let's see. Figgy on the cards or submission. I'm going Cheeto, man. I'm going Cheeto. Max. Cheeto wins if it's a 5 rounds, but 3 rounds got to be Figgy. Maybe. This is going to be a tough one. Going to be a tough one to call. We'll see. Co-main event time, and the other half of my in-person bet with Tony Ferguson via submission is Mikhail Oleksiejczuk round 1 knockout, because that's how he wins. So Tony sub Mikhail Oleksiejczuk round 1 knockout. I put like $5 on that. It's to win some absurd amount of money. But yeah, this fight, this is the one that I think here. How do I say this? Cher Bullet is a terrible person. Like, I would like to see him get his ass whooped just because he's a terrible person. You don't assault random people just because you don't like how they live their life, dude. That's neither here nor there. In the octagon, though, he's just not impressed me. He's basically an early Yair Rodriguez in the UFC. He can throw kicks, occasionally throw some punches, but got no power. Definitely got no ground game. So here's how this fight goes. It's Mikhail Oleksiejczuk round 1 knockout, or if it gets past the first round, we got Cher Bullet KO 2-3 props. Yeah, but for me, I like this fight to go under 2.5 rounds. Or I'm sorry, the The under 1.5. Here, what was it? The under 1.5 plus 100. I don't hate that. But if you have DraftKings or anywhere else that you can get alternate lines, the under 2.5 isn't bad. But also, this fight to go the distance, if you click no on that, it's minus 260. I don't think this goes all 3 rounds. One of these two dorks are going to knock the other one out. Mikhail Olszewski has no confidence, which gives me no confidence in him. So I'm picking Share Bullet, probably round 3 knockout. But I'm just hoping Mikhail Olszewski just comes in there with that fucking style that he's got and just fucking throws a hook in on the bad eye side. Throw it on the side where he has no vision and knock his punk ass out. Please, please. But can we get Tony by sub first so then I can just really just be cheering? Yeah. This fight, Share a Bullet, round 3 knockout. Probably what's going to happen here, though. Let's see what you guys got to say. Dave went Cheeto money line. All right. What does that mean, Cheeto? Just Cheeto to win, straight up. Just pick. Okay, there we go. There we go. It's all right, Steve. UZB. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Main event time. It is Corey, the Sandman Sandhagen, taking on Umar Nurmagomedov. Over under 4.5 here. Over minus 140. Under plus 110. The dog plus 270 is Corey Sandhagen. As crazy as it sounds, the favorite minus 340. Umar Nurmagomedov. This is another one that's kind of just like it. I kind of need a wait and see because let's be real. Everyone from 7 to 12 in the bantamweight division is being a hoe and not wanting to fight Umar Nurmagomedov because now we don't know how good he is. He could not be that good or he could be fucking fantastic. We don't know, but because we haven't seen him against anyone ranked, we have no fucking clue. So, yeah, this one is so hard for me to bet, to pick on just because I don't know. I've seen more from Corey, but the being plus 270 as a dog, it just doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, I understand it because Umar is basically 135-pound Islam Makhachev with better kicks. So this one's so tough for me to call. So I don't have it in a ton of bets. I am picking Umar to win. I am picking Umar to win by submission. And I'm going to pick Umar to win by submission in round 3. I hope I'm wrong here. I hope we see Corey win. Turn the undefeated contender back down. And then we see some other people maybe start taking some fights against them so we can actually see how good he is. But for right now, yeah, he just looks fantastic. So give me Umar via round 3 sub, but not going to be betting that, not going to be playing that. I want nothing to do with a main event this weekend. Let's see what you guys got to say, and then we'll get into the bets and the parlays that I got cooked up for this weekend. You leave Gina's dick out of this. Oh my goodness. Only one it's endless pasta. Oh my goodness. Here comes the Canada jokes. Let's see. Umar got home field advantage. Indeed, he does. And he just looks so good. Like, he looks fucking jacked, too. Like, Umar is up there looking fucking shredded. Yeah, I just... Such a hard one for me to call here this week. That's why I'm staying away. I am staying away. So let's get into the bets and the parlays. So let's get this up on the screen. Change to cheddar bets and the parlays. So what we try to do here is, I give you my best reads for the most part. In turn, trying to turn some change into some cheddar, baby. We're not betting a lot of money over here because I don't. Because I say this all the time. At the end of the day, it's a fist fight and anything can happen. So if you're out there betting hundreds and thousands of dollars, good luck to you, man. I am not that confident. I'm betting occasionally I'll have $100 bet, but not usually. It's usually 10, 20, 25, $5. It's not a lot. So let's get into it for this weekend. Well, I don't know what happened there. You Google how to offend someone from Jersey. You guys. All right. So if you remember, the podcast play from the last week was Patty Pimblett. We cashed it. We turned the 10 into 20 or to like $19.62. So this week, the plus 100 play is Rolando Bedoya money line. The bad part about it is the line is fucking gone. It ain't the same, but it's still plus money. So you could still turn your 20 into 40, but this is continuing from last week, turning the 10 to 20 from the Patty money line bet. Rolando Bedoya money line. I did bet this after the podcast on Wednesday. Me and D-Rose both bet this. So we got it in at a fantastic time, plus 126. But he's now like plus 100, so it's not going to be as juicy, but if you're putting $20 on it, it'll be like 20 to win 40. You're not going to it'll be like $5 shorter or something like that. So we'll move on to the next one that I made after the podcast on Wednesday, and that was Elvis Brenner by KO in 2 or 3. That was plus 1,300 after the podcast on Wednesday, and I put $15 on that. Now, the odds have currently changed quite a bit to now plus 1,000. So I beat line movement, but I don't care if I beat line movement if I don't fucking win the bet. So if we could get this Elvis Brenner round 3 knockout, that would be fantastic for our night, because in a lot of our other bets, we have Elvis Brenner 3 or decision, or so we're really needing this Elvis Brenner round 3 knockout. Let's be honest. So that's the first 2 straight bets that I have, and then so we will start getting a little risky. Here. So with the parlays this week, I have $40 in parlays total. I have a $10 or two $10, two $10 parlays, and 1, 2, 3, 4 $5 parlays. So we'll start with the first $10 parlay, kind of a safety one. I got to get this banner off the screen. It's a 7-leg, $10 to win $85.64. So if we're kind of going to need to win this one to win our bet money back from this weekend, because I think it's a total of like $70 in bets with the ones from the podcast earlier in the week too. But let's talk about our first one. $10 at plus 756. It is Cedricos Dumas versus Dennis Tululin to start round 2. Jai Herbert versus Rolando Bedoya to start round 3. Guram Kutataladze versus Jordan Vucinic to start round 2. Muhammad Yahya versus Caio Fernandez to start round 2. Mackenzie Dern versus Lupe Godinez to start round 3. Shara Bullet versus Mikhail Oshayjuk to start round 2. That one may or may not happen, but if it don't happen, then hopefully we'll win something else. And the last one, the main event, Corey Sandhagen versus Umar to start round 3. Put $10 on that to win 85. Kind of my safety one for this week. So then we'll move on to our next one. It's a 6-leg, $5. 6 legs is a plus 3,384. It's Shamil Gaziev to win round 1 or 2. Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brenner to not go the distance. So just one of them finished the other one. We got Mackenzie Dern versus Lupe Godinez to go the distance. We've got Cheeto Vera to win in round 3 or decision, either one of those. We've got Nurmagomedov versus Mikhail Oshejuk to not go the distance. So as long as one of the two dorks finish one, we'll be all right there. And the last one there, I guess I do have it in something. We have Umar to win by submission or points at -210. $5 on that wins you $174.21. Kind of spooky, not going to lie. So we'll move on to our next $10 one. And for those of you that have DraftKings, this one is on DraftKings. And if you don't have DraftKings, you should use DraftKings because they got cool little props like I use FanDuel because of props like this with KO in 2 or 3, but I also use DraftKings for alternate lines and for split decision props. So we have $10 on DraftKings here this week. I won $2,000 from $10 last week from a 12-leg parlay. So I'm hoping that I can win 2,500 with a 6-leg parlay. And it goes like this. It's a plus 263,000. No, 20. What number? 25,300. It's a plus 25,306. So with that being said, is Cedric Dumas versus Dennis Tallulah to go over a round and a half. Rolando Bedoya to win and over a round and a half. Here's where it gets too risky, but I see it happening. It is the Mackenzie Dern and the Lupe Godinez, as well as the Victoria Dudakova versus Sam Hughes fight. We need both of those to go to split decision. So one judge one way, one judge the other way for both fights. It don't matter who wins as long as they go to split decision. We in the money. We got Marlon Cheeto Vera to win and over a round and a half. And then lastly, Shara Bullet versus Mikhail Oshejuk to go under 2.5 rounds. That closes up that 6 leg. So $10 on that. Win is 2,500. But we're going to be needing 2 split decisions in the 2 girl fights on the card. There's a lot of comments here. Let's see what you guys are saying in here. Let's see. Never done a UFC parlay. I don't know if the casinos are. They definitely do, man. They definitely do. I'm not going to click that, Riley. I can't click that, man. All right. The best I got is your wife looks like Snooki. I mean, all right. I don't know. What a weird insult. All right. So we'll move on to our next parlay. It is a 2-leg. I was talking about it earlier. Yeah, I like this one. Rolando Bedoya, KO 2 or 3. Elvis Brenner, KO 2 or 3. If we get our 2 dogs to come through and finish their 2 dorks later on in the fight because they're gassed and hurt because they went all out in the first round, we are in the money, baby. And I'm not going to say we hit this exact parlay combo 2 weeks ago because we hit the round 1, round 2 for Hyder, Emil, and Steve Garcia. So kind of tried to bring something back kind of the same way, but I expect them both to happen a little bit later on in the fight. So $5 on that at a plus 107,000. Well, $5 on, I'm sorry, plus 10,700. I don't know what are numbers. $5. Don't do drugs, kids. $5 will win you $540 back. So we got 2 left, and they are the craziest. They are the craziest yet. So we'll see what we got going on. Let's see. We got Steve liking that one. All right. So our next one, I had to screenshot this one 2 times and put it together and re-upload it back. So for this one, this should be a fun one. We got $5 to win $882.61. It's an 8-leg parlay plus 17,552. It's Rodriguez Dumas versus Dennis Tululin to start round 2. Rolando Bedoya to win in round 3 or decision. Guram Kutataladze moneyline. We've got Shamil Gaziv to win in round 1 or 2. We've got Caio Fernandez to win by submission. We've got Joel Alvarez versus Elvis Brenner to not go the distance. We've got Mackenzie Dern versus Lupi Godinez to go the distance. And then closing it out, we've got Shara Bullet versus Mikhail Olashejuk to not go the distance. $5 on that will win you $882. And the last one for this week, the biggest one, $5 to win $1,262 is a 5-leg parlay. And it's basically my dogs by 3 or decision parlay. That's what I'm calling it this weekend. My doggy decision parlay. Every single person on here is a dog or was a dog. And them to win in round 3 or decision. So Rolando Bedoya, 3 or decision. Sam Hughes, 3 or decision. Elvis Brenner, 3 or decision. Lupi Godinez, 3 or decision. And ending it out with Marlon Chito Vera, 3 or decision. $5 on that will win you $1,262.03. So that's the biggest one this week. That's the best one. Yeah, nothing too crazy. No hundreds of thousands of dollars or anything like that. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Last week was real good. The week before was pretty good. But this week, I don't know. I don't know if I felt as if I've used up all of my luck over this past week, these past 2 weekends, or just my confidence isn't as high on this card as it has been over the past few weeks, or maybe the few spots that I'm confident on, I'm just worried about because they're dogs. I'm a big fan of Sam Hughes this week. I think she wins. I'm a big fan of Rolando Bedoya this week. I think he wins. I think Cheeto wins. So there's a few dogs that I'm on heavy. I like Loopy like this week as well. So I don't know, you guys. I'm just hoping for the best, hoping that it can be another good betting weekend. So with that being said, we will let's see. If you had to put 5 on a money line, what would it be? Let me see here. 5 people that I think are winning the fight. I'm going Rolando Bedoya, Sam Hughes, Guram, Shamil Gaziv, that's one more. Let's close it out with Cheeto. Yeah. If I had to make 5 picks, Rolando Bedoya, Sam Hughes, Guram, Shamil Gaziv, and Marlon Chito Vera, that would be plus 1,999. So $10 on that would win back $210 after your bet if you made that. So that would be a pretty good turnaround. I don't hate it. I probably already have it somewhere made, to be honest. I would parlay Brenner and Bedoya. I don't hate it, Dave. I don't hate it. Def not. Just talking shit with the boys. All right. So with that being said, you guys, let's go on to the weekly Predict the Fight game. And yeah, it should be posted. Let's see if I can get it up on here. Man, it should be posted already. Where is this shit at? I thought I had it scheduled. Interesting. Oh, yeah. There we go. Anyway, so let me share my screen, and I will I'll show you what the Predict the Fight game will be on this week, and then we'll show you the prize. So, with that being said, for this week's Predict the Fight game, yeah, it'll be the main event for this weekend. Umar Nurmagomedov versus Corey Sandhagen. Yeah, we already have 2 comments, so we already got 2 entries there for this weekend. And once again, as always, this is for the members, exclusive. So you do have to become a member here on the channel to participate in the members predict the fight game. But as always, just looking for winner, round, and method. I ask you for a time or a score only if we tie, so I can use those as a tiebreaker. But yeah, if you are correct on the winner, the method, and the round, then you'll win the prize that I'm about to show you this week. So once again, it'll be for the main event this weekend. So it's currently live on the post tab or the community tab or the membership tab over on the channel. So go ahead and check that out if you are a member here on the channel. But for this week, the prize will, of course, be 2 packs from any of the blasters, as it always is. And we got a shit ton of cards this week, boys. So I believe it's 15 cards, believe it or not. So look at that stack of motherfuckers. 15 cards. We've got an Azamat Murzakanov rookie card from 2023 Select. It's the silver from the retail. So 2023 Select Retail Rookie for Azamat Murzakanov. Same set for Dustageta, Davison Figueroa. Silver as well. Hey, Talia Santos just now beat Liz Carmouche right before I hopped on here. Lost the last $10 in my FanDuel account betting on Liz Carmouche. But Talia Santos, if you're a fan of Talia Santos, yeah, she just now won in the PFL. Could win $1 million soon. Figured since Umar's fighting, I could put Coach Habib in there as well. We got a silver from 2020. Oh, that's also from 2023 Prism. That's a silver. Same with this card. 2023 Prism Silver, Khabib the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. Also from 2023 Prism. It is a Hall Monitors insert silver. Pretty sick looking card. Black and whitish for Khabib the Eagle, Nurmagomedov. And we've got El Kakui, Tony Ferguson from 2023 Prism. This is the red wave there. Pretty sick. And this is, I dug for this. I want you guys to know that. I dug for this. From 2021 Prism, first year Prism. It is just the base insert, but is the fireworks insert for El Kakui, Tony Ferguson. 2021 Prism fireworks insert. Very cool card. Yeah. We haven't seen why did I throw this? I don't know why I put this in here. There's a Zabit Magomed Sharipov blue out of 2022 Chronicles, 59 of 99. I think I threw him in there because I don't think I'd have any other opportunity to give away some Zabit cards for my Zabit fans. Get back to people fighting this weekend. We've got a rated rookie silver from my girl, Lupita Godinez. Let's go, Lupi. This weekend, rated rookie from 2023 Optic, Lupi Godinez. Also from 2023 Optic, we've got the Sandman, Corey Sandhagen. Yeah, not numbered, just purple. From 2024 Chrome, we've got Umar Nurmagomedov. That's the refractor. Also from 2024 Chrome, we've got Marlon Chito Vera, the refractor as well. 2024 Chrome X-Fractor of Michael Chiesa. 2024 Chrome X-Fractor of Azamat Murzakanov. And the hit of the pack, is this refractor share bullet Magomedov rookie card. Yeah. So predict the fight, the main event correctly this weekend, and you'll win 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All 15 of those cards and 2 packs from any of the blasters that I have down there that my members know about, that I bring out every time someone wins. The only thing different about this upcoming week, and I'm glad that I saw that real quick so I can remember, is so this upcoming weekend, this upcoming week, my let me start like this. My girlfriend is a big soccer fan. She is a huge Real Madrid fan, and I we we're gonna go to the game that's in Charlotte, North Carolina on Tuesday. So we're gonna leave Monday morning, and we won't be back until I think like Wednesday night. So next week's gonna be a little bit odd here on the channel because I won't be home here Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. So I'm going to do the Monday recap, what usually is the Monday recap. I'm going to do that on Sunday night. So if you win the predict the fight game, please be aware that I'm going to do the Monday recap on Sunday. And the podcast next week, we'll probably push that back. We either might not do that, or we'll just combine it with Change the Cheddar and the podcast next week here on Friday, or we'll do the podcast Thursday. I'm not sure, but yeah, I had to spend some time with my girlfriend. She supports me so much. I love her so much, so I just want to spend some time with her just a little bit. And yeah, for everyone wanting to know what I did with the money that I won from this parlay last weekend. My vacation is booked. I booked a vacation for the week after Noche UFC. So I believe it's the 22nd through the 27th. I'm going back to sunny Sandals, Jamaica. My favorite place to vacation, to be honest. It's so nice. Yeah, and that paid for a lot of it, just a little bit left to go. So yeah, so in about a month I will be taking another break, but you guys will get a live podcast from Sandals, Jamaica, like you did last November as well. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say here tonight. I appreciate you guys for stopping by and hanging out. We'll go through the chat one last time. There's a lot of comments in here, so let's see what you guys gotta say before I hop off here. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna comment later on the picks I choose. All right, cool. I work in trades for a living, busting balls. What about the Crawford fight? Any ideas? I think Terrence Crawford is a really good boxer, but I don't know shit about boxing, so I'm just gonna leave that out there. The only time I won on boxing, I bet Francis to knock down Tyson Fury but still lose the fight. I won $100 on that, believe it or not. Pretty crazy. I bet Ryan Garcia to beat Devin Haney because it was just crazy odds. It was like plus 600. So I put like $20 on that. And then yeah, I think I don't know. I can watch a boxing fight and think a person won, and then the judges just have it the opposite way. So I've come to the conclusion that I don't know shit about boxing. The Glazer here, HVAC. Good shit. That's where the money's at, Dave. All right. So you guys seem to be fans of the picks this week. You're giving away Silver Loopy. I must win. Yeah, Riley, I am, man. I got the Zabit in there. Hell yeah. All right. Zabit is Steven's favorite fighter. I'm not gonna read that, Dave. We got Manny Sanchez. Keep up the great work. Love the vids. I appreciate it, Manny. Thanks for the stream. You're getting a vacation in soon. Indeed. So with that being said, yeah, good luck to all of you guys betting your hard-earned dollars on these fights early in the morning in Abu Dhabi. They're going to be taking place in roughly 12 hours and 45 minutes. So, get you some rest before in the morning. If you haven't made your bets yet, go make your bets. Yeah, because if you wake up too late in the morning, you're not going to have a chance to bet on anything, or some fights have already going to be passed. So go ahead and get your bets in tonight. But please remember, don't be betting more that you cannot afford to lose, because, y'all, this is a fist fight. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to look yourself in the mirror and explain to yourself why you're betting on Victoria Dudakova and Sam Page your rent money, why you're putting your electric bill money on Mackenzie Dern. You're going to have to talk to yourself in the face. You're going to have to look yourself in the mirror and talk to yourself. So remember, please don't be betting anything that you cannot afford to lose on these fights. You see what I'm betting, 10, 20, not a lot of money, just hoping to win something big, like I did last weekend. I'm just because I won last weekend don't mean we got to lose it all this weekend. We can maybe step it up a little bit, but I'm not going to empty the bank because, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy it. So with that being said, that's all I got from me. If y'all haven't already, please do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button on y'all's way out, and good luck betting on these fights in the morning. UFC fight night, Corey Sandhagen versus Umar Nurmagomedov. In Abu Dhabi. So with that being said, good luck to every single one of you betting on this fight tomorrow. Please don't be out there betting crazy money. At the end of the day, it's a fist fight and anything can happen. I'll catch you guys Sunday night. Peace.